Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here, and it's not HBO, it's Showtime!
Yeah, Hollywood, you know I love you more than one night should. Yeah, Hollywood, well kiss me good. Yeah, Hollywood, you know I love.
So you guys have seen some HBO blocks when it comes to television reviews, and there will be some links to the two that I've already done below, but today is a good day because I finally decided to go outside of HBO when it comes to premium networks and go to Showtime. Unfortunately, it was a failed attempt last year because of the fact that I just couldn't get into Homeland, and if you want to know why, before you flip some serious crazy, I'm going to put a link to my review in the box below. But I want to review two shows. One show that came out so far this year, and one that has been around for some time that I have finally gotten to getting around to, so we're going to start with the new one first. The new one is based on some of the greatest scientific minds in history. While their topic may not be considered great to a bunch of possibly conservative people, that is Masters of Sex, based on the scientific study and how it all came to be by legends in their craft, Doctors Bill Masters and Virginia Johnson. Now, here's why I like this show. Many reasons. The cast, first of all. Michael Sheen, who is someone who you may not know unless you're a Twilight fan. I mean, I'm not, but I have seen him in a couple of other things in the past recent years. And Lizzie Kaplan, if you're a Mean Girls fan. If you want to go a little further back, I actually did watch her first failed attempt at television in Fox's The Pits, and that'll bring you way, way back. I don't even know if you can remember that show. But anyway, enough with the rambling. Masters of Sex is a fantastic show based around the book that was written by these two geniuses. It's a period piece. It takes place in the 1950s when sex was pretty much taboo. And not just sex between a man and a woman, but, especially if you know your history and if you've seen films like Milk, the homosexual community is featured very much in this show. And at this time, it was a point if you were gay, you went to jail. That's how fearful people were of the unnatural methods of sexual activity back then. And it was a brilliant doctor named Bill Masters who decided one day people need to know about their bodies and understand the stimulation when having sex. And Virginia Johnson, who started out as just a humble secretary in her true life, because this is based on true events, became his partner in these phenomenal studies. And even though people say too much information can be dangerous, the fact that sex is now something that we understand to a degree and keep trying to expand our knowledge by stimulating the mind or stimulating other things, wink wink, nudge nudge, say no more. There's my Monty Python reference for the day. It's a great depiction of these two minds, and the cast is phenomenal. Beau Bridges is in this TV show. I don't know what suddenly happened, but he just woke up and now he's everywhere, and every single time I see him, he's just always great at anything that he's in right now in television. It's a great show. I am a few episodes in. I've been following the season quite loyally, and I am wondering where this show will go. I mean, obviously it's going to be about the rest of these studies and the lives of these two people, but I'm curious to see how long this show is going to last, because it's got a really big cult following, and I really think good things will come of it. And now, it took me a while, but almost 4 seasons in, I finally got into the craziness that is the Showtime show Shameless. Try and say that 3 times fast. This show is 3 words. Out of control. Fantastic cast. Emmy Rossum, Justin Chatwin, they're great. But the 2 big surprises in this show are definitely William H. Macy and Joan Cusack. Pretty much because of the fact that these are 2 people that you've seen in many films that always play the wholesome person, man and woman. And in this show, they are freaks! And it's hilarious! Especially Joan Cusack. And there's no one who could play a agoraphobic nymphomaniac better than Joan Cusack. The young cast is great. Lip, Carl, Debbie, Liam, and Ian, they are all great. The show is pushing so many bars right now. It really lives up to its name because it holds nothing back. Everything from crazy swearing to male frontal nudity to constant picturings of intercourse, male on male, female on female, male on female. It's out of control, like I said earlier. And I am practically addicted to this show. I am always curious to see what is going to be the next big thing that happens in this show, and I think that Season 4 is going to be fun because of where we are right now, and I am really interested to see where this show is going to go in January when it begins its 4th season. So, 2 great shows, guys. I'm really happy about all this television that I'm watching now because every single show that I'm watching is an absolute pleasure. So, definitely check these 2 Showtime shows out if you got them. And if you have seen these shows, leave comments in the box below. And the question that I want to leave for you today is, Emmy Rossum and Justin Chatwin are in Shameless, of course, but believe it or not, they were both in something just a few years ago, in a movie. That's the only hint I'm going to give you. And, okay, fine, I'll give you another hint. It was a really bad movie. Can you figure it out? I am the Law Gnome, and remember that actions speak louder than words.